Have you just purchased a Vortex Spa or are thinking of buying one and wondering what you need to do once your spa is placed in position? In this video, you will learn everything you need to know, including safety precautions, getting your spa ready to use for the first time, how to keep your spa well maintained, how to drain your spa, and so much more. Welcome and congratulations on your purchase of a new Vortex Spa. You now possess the ultimate passport to tranquility. Your comfort and enjoyment has been factored into the design process of your spa from the very beginning. Hours of research have gone into the smallest of design details to ensure you receive the ultimate in hydrotherapy, relaxation, and well-being. This video was made for owners of Vortex Spas purchased from Spa World in Australia or New Zealand and was accurate at the time of filming. Always consult your owner's manual for the most up-to-date information. Safety around spas is paramount. You must read the safety warnings and caution notices at the front of your spa user manual. By using your spa, you are acknowledging that you have taken this step. In this video, you will learn setting up your spa for the first time, filtration, operating the spa keypad, water care and maintenance, how to fill and drain the spa, safety, and more. Once again, we welcome you to the family of Vortex Spa owners. The shell is one of the most important parts of your Vortex Spa. It's also irreplaceable. That's why it's important to treat it with care from the moment your spa arrives so you can avoid any problems down the track. To keep your spa in top condition and avoid any damage, the spa must be unwrapped at the time of delivery to avoid excessive heat buildup. If, for example, you need to keep the spa wrapped whilst construction work is being completed around your new spa, it is imperative that you fit the spa cover over the top of the spa to prevent direct sunlight from penetrating into the spa shell. Failure to do so could cause delamination of the acrylic, which would not be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. Temperatures that are generated by sunlight can become concentrated into the spa acrylic shell surface, and from here this can cause the shell material to delaminate. It can also lead to blisters, bubbles, or large layer delamination. This occurrence is considered misuse and is not covered under the warranty. Before you start filling your spa with water, there are a couple of checks and installation steps to complete. If your cover lifter is required to be mounted underneath the spa, then you will need to install the cover lifter before you fill your spa. We have pre-assembled the cover lifter here. Now all we need to do is slide it into place. Please check the cover lifter instructions or watch the cover lifter video on our website. Please note that cover lifters fall under the wiring rules for equipotential bonding. According to the Australian and New Zealand standards, AS NZS 3000 2018 electrical installations, you will need your product to be equipotentially bonded if the product has a conductive metallic surface that is greater than 100 millimeters in any dimension and the product is installed within arm's reach of a body of water. This includes, but is not limited to, spa pools, swim spas, or pools. These standards are commonly known as wiring rules. For more information, please watch our video about equipotential bonding. Installing a cardiopulmonary resuscitation CPR sign and a cautionary spa pool safety rule sign is a requirement in some regions. No matter your location though, Spa World does recommend that CPR and spa pool safety signs are installed so they can be viewed from your spa. What is a barrel union? A barrel union joins spa plumbing to different components such as a spa pump or controller. In order to check the barrel unions, you will need to remove a panel of the spa cabinet. we recommend there are 2 people to remove the spa cabinet. The cabinet panel can be awkward to handle, and you will want to make sure not to pinch your fingers or toes. How do I remove the cabinet? You will need to locate the equipment bay in order to know which cabinet panel to remove. You will find this on your spa's specification sheet. In this video, we are using the Vortex Mercury. We know that the equipment bay is located behind this panel. To remove it, you will need to use an electric drill with a Phillips No. 2 drill bit. We will need to remove all 9 screws. Now we have removed the panel, before we can actually take it away, we do need to make a check on the inside and check that any cable connections are disconnected. A barrel union, like the one that you can see here, joins spa plumbing to different components such as the spa pump or controller. What checks do I need to make with the barrel union? You will need to make sure that the barrel unions are tight. You will get an idea of this by giving them a slight twist. Good point to remember is that they only need to be hand tight. While you are here checking the barrel unions, make sure that you are aware of the isolation valves. You can see that there is one located here. Up is open and down is closed. They should remain open for the spa to run. They only need to be closed when you need to isolate components such as the pump or the UV system. If your spa is equipped with a UV lamp, occasionally you will need to replace the UV lamp. For this reason, you will need to know where the valves are located. We do have a video that guides you through the process of replacing the lamp. Just an important note, please leave the panel off until the spa is filled and started. In the rare event of a leak or a pump airlock, you will want to have access to the equipment area. Once your barrel unions have been checked, and as a recap, they just need to be hand tight, then you are ready to fill your spa. This is a really exciting time, but there are a few important checks to take first. One of them is caring for your filters. Filters act like a sieve to separate particles away from spa water, and they play a really important role in keeping the water clean and clear. Every Vortex Spa comes with either 3 or 6 filters, and you'll typically find them enclosed in either 1 or 2 filter housings. What you'll find with these is that you have 2 pleated filters. These ones can trap particles down to 20 microns. You will also have a Pure Zone microfilter, and you can tell this one by its distinct honeycomb shape, and this can trap particles down to 5 microns. To put this into perspective for you, the width of a single human hair is 70 microns, so we're talking really small particles that these filters can deal with. If you're wondering where the filters are located, you will find them fitted into place behind this filter face weir. The purpose of this filter face is to trap the debris while allowing the spa water to keep flowing. For the first 12 weeks of owning your spa, it's likely that you will be using it more than usual. This means that the filters could naturally take a greater load and it can cause them to clog up. For this reason, we do recommend that you temporarily replace the Pure Zone Micron filter with a 3rd pleated filter for the first 12 weeks. If your spa or swim spa has a heat pump, you will not be able to use a Pure Zone Micron filter. For more details, please check the Water Care Start Guide. Another way to avoid filters getting clogged up is to avoid the use of sunscreen or heavy oils. So for this reason, we do recommend that you have a shower before getting into your spa each time. This line that you can see here on the filter face indicates that your spa is filled with the correct volume of water. Filling it to the correct level is essential for the filters to work correctly. Likewise, try not to overfill your spa. When it comes to filling your spa, you can use a regular garden hose, but an important note, a common mistake that spa owners make when filling their spa is to simply throw their hose straight into the footwell. This can be an issue because it can lead to an airlock in the pump. An airlock is when there is a bubble of air in the pump instead of water. This can then stop the pump from pumping water. From here, this can then lead to error 3 and error 4 when you apply power to the spa. These are some of the most common spa error messages that can occur during the startup process or when you empty or refill your spa. The best way to fill your spa is through the filter inlet pipe. Before we do this though, have a check around the spa shell and make sure that there's no plastic, cardboard or any debris. You will also want to remove any hose nozzle, fitting or any debris that may come loose during the filling process. You also won't want anything to fall into the inlet and get stuck in the plumbing of the spa. Now we will need to remove the filter. To do this, you simply open up the weir, and to work out which inlet is the correct one for the hose, look for the PZ logo on the back of the weir and you will know which one is correct. All you need to do is turn the filter slightly in its cam lock fitting anti-clockwise and remove the filter. Insert the hose around 150 millimeters to 200 millimeters into the filter cartridge inlet. You will see water coming out of the suction points in the footwell of the spa. Depending on the water flow, it can take a couple of hours to fill your spa. That's why we do recommend that you set a timer so you can keep an eye on the filling process. If you have a Gemini spa, you will notice that it doesn't come with the same filtration system as other models in the Vortex range. Instead, it uses a single skimmer filter. Once your spa water has reached the fill line, turn off the tap and then you can remove the hose from the spa. Now you are ready to reinstall the filter back over the filter inlet. What you need to do is place it into the water, make sure it is fully submerged, give it a slight rotation and wait until there are no more air bubbles. This will also reduce the risk of an airlock. Then you can place it back into the cam lock fitting. A spa cover comes with many benefits, including being an effective insulator, a protector, as well as a safety feature. If it's not secured down properly, you could run into problems in the event of strong weather. And that's where cover locks come in handy. We're going to now install the cover locks. You can do this while the spa is being filled, otherwise you can do it straight after. Cover locks are a small but important safety feature that prevent the spa from being accessed by children, as well as the cover from blowing off. To ensure that we get these cover locks in the correct position, we will first place the cover back over the spa. The corner cover locks are pre-installed at the factory. This will help determine the correct placement of your spa cover. The centre cover locks here don't have cover locks on them yet, so I will demonstrate the assembly process now. Now knowing which are pre-installed and which ones we do need to do, we'll click all of the pre-installed corner cover locks into place. The cover locks need to be fitted so the cover cannot be lifted more than 100 millimeters on any side. It should also be installed so that no object greater than 100 millimeters can fit between the lip of the spa and the cover when the cover is closed and latched into place. This will make the spa cover safety compliant in many jurisdictions. The first step in the assembly process is to get your cover lock and attach it to the latch. In order to get the strap in the correct position, make the strap taut and then loosen slightly. Now grab a marker and put a slight line on one side of the latch and on the bottom. Then you can remove. Right, the next step is we're going to unclip the latch and we're going to make some holes for pre-drilling. So we'll line it back up over the lines we just made and we will mark 3 holes, 2 on the side and 1 above. Now we are ready to pre-drill our holes. We're using a 2mm drill bit and one tip, just make a slight hole into the spa cabinet. Once all 3 screws are in place, we are ready to test out the latch. All you need to do now is repeat this step on the remaining 3 centre latches. An electrician will need to make the final connection from your mains power supply to your spa if it is a model that requires more than 15 amps. If not, the spa can be plugged into a dedicated outlet connected to an RCD. See your spa manual or contact an electrician for more details. Once that is complete, apply power from the disconnect. The spa will prime, and this can take a few minutes. Priming is the process of water flowing through the circulation pump into the plumbing and back into the spa. If the priming is successful, you will see water coming out of the water features like the waterfall. In the rare event that you see error 3 on the keypad after the priming has been activated, disconnect the power to the spa, loosen the barrel union on the top of the small circulation pump slightly until air hisses out and then only water comes out. Tighten the barrel union back up. Apply power to the spa. If you continue to get an error 3, remove the suction filter where you inserted the hose to fill the spa and make sure the isolation valves are open. If you still get an error 3, contact Spa World. If you see error 4 on the keypad, follow the same procedure for an error 3, but also loosen the heater barrel union until water comes out to remove any air. Apply power to the spa. If you continue to see an error 4 on the control panels, contact Spa World. If you don't get a error 3 or error 4 pop up on your keypad, or once you have resolved these issues, then you are ready to place your panel back on your spa. Vortex Spas use SpaNet controllers, and depending on the spa model, the controller model will be SV Mini, which you will only find on the Vortex Gemini, SV2, SV3 or SV4. Please check the tech sheet for your spa model to determine which controller your spa uses. There are many features that can be activated from the controller keypad, and if this seems a bit overwhelming, don't worry. There are only a select few that you need to familiarise yourself with to start up your spa, and the rest you can learn later. I'll now run through those that are a top priority. In this video, I will show you how to use the SV2. The SV3 and SV4 are similar, but they do have a couple of extra functions and features. Pumps. An easy way to determine the difference between the SV2, SV3 and SV4 are by the number of pump buttons on the keypad. For example, there are 2 pump buttons on the SV2, the SV3 has 3 pump buttons, and the SV4 has 4 pump buttons. Okay, back to the SV2. Once you understand the meaning behind each button, using the keypad is pretty straightforward. I'll briefly talk you through the buttons by taking you in a clockwise direction. We have the up and down buttons, the OK button, which is used to enter or save setting adjustments, the Sanitize button, which you press once to activate a 20-minute sanitisation and cleanup cycle. This refreshes water quality after each spa use, and if you press it again, it will cancel the cycle if it is already running. Next here we have the water temperature and time button. This is a shortcut key so you can switch between water temperature and time display modes. The light button, blower button. A single push of the button turns the blower on or off. You can use the up and down buttons to vary its speed. A double press will activate the ramping mode. We then have the pump A button. Press to turn the filtration pump on and off. This may be different on a spa with a SV3 or SV4 controller. Pump B button. This controls the jet pump. On an SV3 and SV4, there will be a pump C button and a pump D button which control other jet pumps. We then have the sleep timer indicator LED. The LED will turn on when the controller is in sleep mode. Sanitizer indicator LED. The LED will turn on when the ozone or UV sanitizer is operating. Please note, UV is only fitted to Avante models. Heater indicator LED. The LED will turn on when the heater or heat pump, if fitted, is running. And finally, we have the automatic indicator LED. This will run when the filtration pump is in automatic mode. Changing light modes. To turn the spa lights on, press the light button, then use the up and down buttons to scroll through the choice of light modes. These are white light, user color, fade effect, and step effect. Press the OK button to confirm your light mode selection. Depending on which light mode you select, the keypad will then give you the option to choose a further light mode, user color number, light transition speed, and light brightness. Press the up and down button to scroll through each setting. Press OK to save each setting before you move on to the next setting. Please note that all light settings are saved for future on and off use. Locking the keypad. To lock the keypad, press the up and down and pump A buttons until lock appears on the display screen. This means that if any button is pressed, the function will not activate and the display screen will show lock. To unlock the screen, hold down the same 3 buttons. Partial locking of the keypad. To partially lock the keypad, press the up and down and pump B buttons until lock appears on the display screen. This means if any button is pressed, only pumps, blower, light, and sanitize buttons can be used. To unlock the screen, hold down the same 3 buttons. Now we're going to deep dive into setting up your spa. Setup menu. The setup menu gives you the ability to customize the adjustable controller settings. I will talk you through these settings step by step. To make adjustments, press and hold the up and down buttons together until mode appears on the screen. Use the up and down arrows to scroll through the setup menu items and press OK to confirm an adjustment. Press the up and down arrow to adjust setting and press OK to confirm setting and exit. Please note that all setup menu items follow the same adjustment procedure. The following menu items can be adjusted. Mode. Operating modes. The operating modes affect heating and filtration behaviour. The options available are normal, normal heating and filtration, econ, heating only during filtration, away, heating disabled, filtration is reduced to 1 hour per day, and week. Monday to Thursday works like away mode, and Friday to Sunday works like normal mode. Filtration. Daily filtration time. You can adjust the hours of filtration per day. Please note that filtration limits differ depending on the type of pump. Circulation pump, 2 amps or less, can be adjusted between 1 to 24 hours, and jet pump, 2 speed or 1 speed, can be adjusted between 1 to 8 hours. Filtration cycles. This setting determines how often filtration cycles take place. Filtration can be set to run every 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, or 24 hours. Sleep timers. This function is used to disable automatic heating and filtration at certain times of day or night. When you select the snooze menu, you will have 4 options: sleep timer 1, sleep timer 2, reset timers to default, and exit sleep timer menu. You only need to set 1 sleep timer, but there are 2 timers so you can create different sleep settings on different days. You can set a weekday setting, start time and stop time. The options will appear as day, begin and end, and you use the up, down and OK buttons to adjust and confirm each of the settings. Power save off-peak. One of the ways you can reduce the running costs of your spa is to limit the filtration and heating to occur during off-peak power periods. There are 3 power save modes to choose from. Off, which means power save is disabled. Low, this is off-peak filtration only. And high, off-peak filtration and heating. In order for the control to know when it should activate the power save mode, enter the peak power period. You can do this by entering the begin peak power time and the end peak power time. Automatic sanitizer. You can adjust the start time of the 20-minute automatic daily sanitizer to any hour of the day, from 0 to 11:59. Default display mode. You can adjust the default display mode of the keypad to be water temperature, set temperature, or clock. Timeout. Load timeouts. All accessory loads such as pumps and blowers will automatically turn off after a timeout period has passed. You can adjust the timeout period to be anywhere from 10 to 60 minutes. Hybrid heat pump mode. This is an optional upgrade and an external component to your spa. If you have not chosen this heat pump upgrade, you can ignore this section. If you do have a heat pump, the following options are auto, heat and cool, heat, heat only, cool, cool only, and off, disable heat pump. Element boost. This mode enables or disables the SV electric element. You can either boost the heat pump heating if the water temperature is 2 degrees Celsius or more below the set temperature point. You can also use this function if the heat pump has been operating for more than 1 hour. Off. The element is disabled. Heat pump only. On. Enables the SV element and heat pump. Although these are the most common settings to access, please refer to your spa user manual for full details. The Vortex Gemini uses the SV Mini 1 controller. I'll briefly talk you through the buttons on the SV Mini 1 keypad by taking you in a clockwise direction. We have the up and down buttons, the OK button, pump A button, the auxiliary button, the on and off light button, and up the top here we also have the auto mode LED, heater on LED, and the sleep cycle LED. The top side keypad function buttons such as the pumps and lights will be lit with a green LED light to clearly indicate when the accessory is on. The three functions at the top here will light up with a red LED light to indicate the current status of the spa. The auto LED indicator turns on when the spa is in automatic filtration mode. This means the pump used for filtration will turn on and off to meet the heating and filtration requirements. If the filtration pump is manually turned on or off, then the auto LED turns off. Please note, the control will automatically return to auto mode after a 45-minute timeout period if the function is not changed back to auto mode. The heater LED indicator turns on when the heater element is active. The heater is automatically controlled and will turn on and off as required. This works in conjunction with the filtration pump to maintain the set water temperature. There are two notes to keep in mind. Firstly, if the filtration pump is manually turned off, the heater will not operate. Secondly, in some configuration cases, activating high speed on a 2-speed pump or operating multiple pumps will cause the heater to load shed and turn off, even if heating is required, to keep the system within its rated supply. The sleep cycle LED indicator turns on when the spa control is within a designated sleep cycle, if this is set. When the sleep cycle is activated, all automatic system operations will stop, so the spa is silent. Filtration and heating will not take place during this time. Important control functions such as filtration require the date and time to be set correctly on the keypad. Please ensure the date and time is set before you start operating your spa. To do this, press the down button to select time on the display mode. Then press OK to enter the date and time adjustments. The required adjustments will appear in the order of time, 24-hour or 12-hour, year, month, date, weekday, hours, and minutes. You only need to use the up, down, and OK button to make these changes. The display will then revert back to the default display mode. A few important tips to keep in mind. The SV Mini 1 factors in leap years. However, the system does not automatically adjust for daylight saving times. You will need to adjust the time manually. In the event that the mains power turns off, the date and time clock has a capacitor backup and will hold the date and time for you. This will last between 8 to 12 hours. If the power remains off longer than this period, then the date and time will need to be manually set again. The health badge is located just below the spa keypad. If the health light is shining red, this means that there is an issue with the spa or it has not yet reached the set point temperature. This means that during the startup, it will be red. The health badge also has a UV light on it just below, and this shows whether the UV system is okay or not. It should shine green when the system is okay, when the circulation pump is running. Otherwise, it will shine red if the UV system needs attention. For example, the UV lamp needs to be changed. If the UV light is not lit, it simply means the unit is off at that point in time. Once your spa is up to temperature, you can set up the water care. Keeping your water balanced and sanitised is important for your safety, the enjoyment of the spa and longevity of the spa components. You don't need to be a chemist to do this. All you need to do is set a routine and keep it consistent. Before we get started, there are a few points to keep in mind. Avoid the use of poor quality chemicals. This can lead to damage in your spa that is not covered by your spa warranty. Only use chemicals designed for use in spa pools. Use of pool chlorine, bromine, and other chemicals designed for swimming pools will not be as effective and can damage your spa, which is not covered under the warranty. Chemical safety. Always follow the safety, storage, and usage instructions on the chemical label. What are the main spa chemical types and what do they do? There are 3 types of spa chemicals used with Vortex Spas. They are sanitizers, shocks, and balance products. Sanitizer is used to keep the water clean, clear, and safe. These should leave a certain amount of residual sanitizer in the spa water. In Australia, only sanitizers that are APVMA certified can be sold. This stands for Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicines Authority. Look for an APVMA certification number on the label. Spa World also recommends using APVMA certified sanitizers for spa owners in New Zealand. Here are a few tips of what to look for when using chlorine-based spa sanitizer types. When it comes to chlorine, only use spa chlorine. Do not use chlorine sanitizers that are not specifically designed for spas, such as pool chlorine. They will not work with the higher temperatures and may damage your spa. Look for chlorine that is rated as a non-dangerous good, as it will reduce the shipping time and cost when resupplying. Use granular spa chlorine and do not use floating dispensers, as they can over-sanitize your spa and cause damage to expensive components. This is not covered under the warranty. Do not turn jets on for at least 30 minutes after dosing the spa with chlorine-based sanitizer, as it can damage the spa acrylic. Spa World recommends Spa Store Spa Chlorine or BioGuard Armour. Bromine. Vortex recommends that bromine-only sanitizers are not used, as they can damage the spa surface and components. Chlorine-free hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is an excellent product for those with chlorine allergies, asthma, or sensitive skin. There is also no chlorine itch. Hydrogen peroxide is classified as a dangerous good, and shipping may take longer than other sanitizer options. It also requires that you handle it carefully, and it can also be more expensive to use than chlorine-based sanitizers. Enzymes, chlorine-free. Vortex Spas do not recommend these products, as they can plug filters prematurely. This can lead to poor water clarity. Shocks are used to keep the water clear. A higher level of sanitizer can be used as a shock dose, but there are also specialised shock products that create fast oxidation of organic compounds. This will help with the water clarity. Chlorine and chlorine-free shocks are available. Main balance products. When a spa pool is balanced, it means the 3 basic pool water components, total alkalinity, pH, and calcium hardness, are within their correct levels. These 3 components work together to help the sanitizer work more effectively. The main balance products are alkalinity increase, pH decrease, and pH increaser. A couple of do's and don'ts with using test strips. Do use test strips for balancing your water, and don't use test strips for the sanitizer reading. Instead, you should follow the dosing instruction on the chemical container label. Unbalanced spa water can damage your spa pumps and heaters. That's why keeping your spa water balanced will go a long way to keeping your spa in top condition. Once the spa water is heated, use the test strips to test for pH and alkalinity. Wait at least 20 minutes after applying any balancer chemicals before testing again. Just a quick note about test strips. The ones that I'm using here are the 6-in-1 type, and they take in 6 factors of water chemistry. There are also 3-in-1 or 4-in-1 options which are sufficient and can be purchased through Spa Store. So following the instructions on this container, I just need to make sure that I remove a test strip with dry hands. I then place it into the spa water, completely submerged. Remove, wait 15 seconds, and then I can place it against the colour grade on the container. If the pH is out of balance, add alkalinity increaser, alkalinity up. If the pH is too high, add pH decreaser, pH down. If the alkalinity is too low, add alkalinity increaser, alkalinity up. If the alkalinity is too high, add pH decreaser, pH down. Do not use the test strips to monitor chlorine levels. Instead, use the daily dosing instructions on the back of the chlorine container. If you are using tank water, your water may register as too low on the hardness indicator on the test strips, if the test strips factor this in. If this is the case, you will need to purchase and apply a hardness increase product from Spa Store. This product is usually not included in spa start kits. If you are using bore water, we recommend using a pre-filter on the hose that you are filling the spa with to reduce particulates. If your water tests as hard, you will need to purchase a water softener product from Spa Store. This product is usually not included in spa start kits. Please note that failing to follow dosing instructions can result in damage to your spa or unsafe conditions. Always pre-mix the chlorine with water in a bucket before adding it to the spa water. Do not turn on the jet pumps or clean cycle for at least 30 minutes after you have added the sanitizer. You can work out your spa literage by taking a look at the specification sheet for your spa model. Use a startup shock dose of 25 grams per 1,000 litres of spa water. We recommend that for this first shock dose, you use Spa Store chlorine. See the sanitizer container label for the specific dosing instructions. Daily maintenance. Following the instructions on the sanitizer container label, dose your spa with Spa Store spa chlorine at 6 to 10 grams per 1,000 litres of spa water. Handy tip, a regular teaspoon can hold around 4.5 grams. This spa contains nearly 1,400 litres of spa water, so I will fill a container with spa water, spoon 3 teaspoons of chlorine into the water until it dissolves, and then tip the contents back into the spa water. In the event of heavy spa use or water clarity issues, a shock dose of 25 grams per 1,000 litres of spa water can be used. But there are also specialised shock products that create fast oxidation of organic compounds. This will help with the water clarity. See the label for the specific dosing instructions. Weekly maintenance. The first action is to balance your spa water. To test that the water is balanced, use a test strip following the instructions on the back of the test strip container. Adjust pH, alkalinity, and total hardness. Monthly maintenance. Remove and clean your pleated cartridge filters using the included cartridge cleaner. Please follow the instructions on the container. Micron filters found in Vortex and Jacuzzi spas cannot be cleaned and must be replaced at least every 3 months. Tip: if your water is cloudy, clean your filters more frequently. Clean spa cover and cabinet panels and use vinyl protectant. 3 to 6 monthly maintenance. As a guide, spa water should be changed every 3 to 6 months for portable spas and 12 to 18 months for swim spas, or as needed, or depending on factors including the number of spa users and hygiene. Remove the filters. Add pipe degreaser to your spa following the instructions on the back of the container. Drain your spa by following the draining procedure in your user manual. Be sure to rinse and wipe down surfaces. Restart by following the start procedure mentioned earlier in this video. To ensure that your spa cover lasts the distance, we recommend that every 3 to 5 months you wash the vinyl cover with mild detergent and water, and then treat with 303 vinyl protectant. Annual maintenance. Pleated filters should be replaced every 12 to 18 months. For swim spas, use pipe degreaser. Drain and refill the spa and go through the restart process. The next step is to clean heat pump fins, and then there is the general jet cleaning. Biannual maintenance. Replace UV lamp. We do have a video that guides you through the process of replacing the lamp. Are you wondering what handy pieces of advice that experienced spa users can pass on to first-time owners? Well, you'll find that there's plenty of great tips and tricks to keep in mind. Expert tip 1. Put aside a set of swimmers or togs that are just for using in the spa. It's best not to put them through the wash. Just hand wash them with clean water. By doing this, you will be able to avoid soap suds entering the spa water, which can create foam and impact the chemical balance of the water. Expert tip 2. Remove jewellery before entering the spa. Chemicals in the spa water could affect the appearance of jewellery. This will also help you avoid accidental scratches to the spa shell. Expert tip 3. Having a shower before entering the spa is another simple, handy tip to keep in mind. This will remove oils, detergents, sweat, body lotions, tanning products, and oil-based scents from your skin. Washing your feet will also remove debris that could enter the spa and circulation system. Expert tip 4. Avoid wearing sunscreen and makeup in your spa. Creams, powders, and oils can discolor, contaminate the water, and clog up the spa filters. So we recommend that you ditch the topical products and swap them out for a hat and sunglasses, or a shade solution such as an umbrella or pergola. Expert tip 5. Consider partially or completely emptying and refilling your spa after its first month of use. The reason for this is that when people first buy their spa, they use it more than normal. By changing the water after the first month, you may find yourself using less chemicals to keep your water crystal clear, so you can spend more time enjoying your spa. Aromatherapy is the use of aroma to enhance a feeling of well-being. Aromatherapy is installed on select Vortex models and is attached to the air blower system, which allows you to place aromatherapy canisters in the top of the spa to bring fragrance through when the air blower is in use. The aromatherapy is not exposed directly to the water, and this means it will last longer. Aromatherapy is based on the usage of aromatic materials. These include essential oils and other aroma compounds. If your Vortex Spa is one of the select models that does have aromatherapy, you will tell by this black cap here. To release the cartridge, simply remove and twist off the outer circle. You can then access the cartridge, give it a slight twist and lift out. These cartridges come in a number of fragrances, including pina colada, sandalwood, and lavender. The one that we have here is the citrus sorbet. When you place it in, you can get varying amounts of release of the aromatherapy. You can change this by simply giving it a twist. This control here is the diverter valve. This diverts water from one part of the plumbing to another. So in the case of the spa here, it will divert water from one bank of jets to the next. Swim spa jet valves. These are only used on swim spas to adjust the water flow between the different swim spa jets. This here is the water feature valve. These regulate the water through water features such as the laminar jets. Laminar jets are known for their relaxing sound and appearance, and you can work out which ones these are because they are the only ones situated above the waterline of the spa. They're also available only on select Vortex Avante models. The water cascade is located directly above the filter box and provides a gentle trickle into the water. The air controller controls the flow of air when the jets are running. This means that you can increase or reduce the turbulence in the jet water stream. It also helps control the intensity of the massage. The drink holder is available on select Vortex Avante models. They help prevent any beverages you have on the side from slipping. They are also backlit for easy visibility at night. We also have the beverage chiller or the ice bucket. This is available on select models. These are used to keep a bottle of your favourite beverage cool, and they are also self-draining. Headrests can give that final added touch when it comes to sitting back and relaxing in your spa. The headrests on a Vortex Spa are made from long-lasting, chemical-resistant EVA. Simply pull the one side towards you and then slightly away from you. This will help make the other side easy to remove. On the back you can see that there's some little grooves that will fit in behind these hard plastic bits here. When the time comes to place them back in again, just make sure that one side slots in behind the plastic, and to do the same on the other side. Perimeter lighting, as the name suggests, is located around the waterline of the spa. You can control these from the spa keypad, as well as the Vortex app and the SpaNet app. In a Vortex Spa, you will find a number of jet types. These are rotational, directional, volcano, water, air, and laminar jets. Note that only Vortex Avantes come with laminar jets. Watch this next section to learn how to clean your laminar jets.
You may have noticed that your laminar jet in your Vortex Spa is no longer working the way it used to. The stream may not be smooth, or it may be completely reduced. If your spa is older than, say, 3 years old, it will have one of the older style jets that can't be accessed from the front. This video does not pertain to those. This is only for the new style of laminar jet. So I've turned my spa off, and now I'm going to remove the laminar jet that's not working correctly, and I'm going to clean it. I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, so I've taken the laminar jet face out, and I'm now going to disassemble it so I can show you what's inside and what's making the problem. So this cap just simply pops off by pulling it. I'm going to set it aside, and I can use something to poke down through the front here as long as it's not sharp, and because there's screens inside of here and I don't want to tear those screens, but I can also just tap that down like that. The screens will pop out. You can see inside that they're completely plugged. So there's 3 of those, and now I'm going to take these to a sink and I'm going to wash them off with an old toothbrush. That's what I would recommend, but you could use a piece of towel. Just don't use anything sharp that will actually damage the screen. Okay, so I've cleaned the screens from the laminar jet. As you can see, they're completely devoid of gunk, which was the issue. So now I'm going to reassemble this by putting the screens back in the jet. I'm going to put the face back together, and then I'm going to reassemble the face into the spa. Now I'm going to turn the spa on, and I've still left one of them dirty so you can see the difference.
To turn the jets on and off, you can twist the jets. They're also interchangeable, so you can further customize your hydrotherapy massage. The light settings for the perimeter lighting and jet back lighting, such as colors and transitions, can be controlled from the spa keypad. You will find that there are suctions for various pumps in the spa. It's important that you refer to the safety and entrapment warnings in your manual. Another point to mention, ozone bubbles are emitted from one of your suctions in your spa. If you decide to purchase an optional add-on smart system hardware module, such as Smartlink or Smartstream, you will find that both require a Wi-Fi signal to work properly. Both connect to your home Wi-Fi network to make your spa remotely accessible. Smartlink is an optional Wi-Fi hardware module that connects to your SV Spa controller and your home Wi-Fi router. This will make your spa remotely accessible. It allows you to change many commonly accessed settings remotely from your smart device. Smartlink is compatible with all SpaNet SV controllers. To control your spa remotely, download the Vortex app or SpaNet Sparlink app from the App Store or Google Play. You can learn more about these apps a little later in this video. Smartstream provides all of the same benefits as Smartlink, including inbuilt Wi-Fi, plus it also boasts a high-definition sound system. Included are transducer speakers and a subwoofer. Smartstream uses Bluetooth to stream music, or you can press play on your favorite apps on your smart device. Like Smartlink, you can also control your spa remotely by downloading the Sparlink app from the App Store or Google Play. To learn more about each system, head to the Learning Centre on our website where you will find useful articles on this topic. Watch this next section to learn how to install and connect Smartlink.
We're now going to install the antenna. This will go through the cabinet panel. You can see in this one there are 2 holes that have been drilled. This is an older model. So the antenna has an adhesive backing on it, and so we'll use that to secure it to the spa cabinet. You can also remove the back and use 2 screws, but the adhesive backing should be adequate. So that's the connector that's going to end up going into the controller, and we're going to push that through the spa cabinet. We're now going to connect the Smartlink antenna into the controller, and it actually goes into this side of the controller, and we need to remove the screws off the front of the controller to access that. So I'm going to do that now. Expansion port 1 is the 3rd port in from the right, and it's also labeled. You'll notice underneath the port it says EXP1. Make sure that that seats in, and then we're going to run it through one of the gaps over on the cord grip on the outside, and then we can put the face back on the controller.
Watch this next section to learn how to connect Sparlink and Smartstream to your spa. The Smartlink Wi-Fi module requires a permanent active internet connection via a wireless router to operate. To be able to access your spa from anywhere at any time, the router must remain powered on at all times. Wi-Fi signal strength is extremely important for reliable communication between the Smartlink Wi-Fi module and your router. The Sparlink app is available for both Apple and Android devices. In this video, I will talk you through the steps you need to take to connect Smartlink to your Apple device. Step 1. Open App Store or Google Play. Search SpaNet Sparlink. Press on Install link to download and install app. With the Sparlink app now installed, you need to register a user account on our SpaNet cloud server, which provides a secure login to access your spa. Note, you only ever need to register one user account once, even if you wish to operate the app across multiple smart devices concurrently or individually. Tap Register. Tap in the name field to enter your full name using the pop-up keyboard. Enter your desired username, your email address. Confirm your email address. Enter your desired password. Confirm your password. Review your registration details, then tap Register to proceed. With the user account now registered, follow the next steps to place your spa in hot mode. You do this by pressing and holding the up and down button on the spa keypad, scrolling until you reach Wi-Fi, and then selecting hot mode. Open app and press Login. If you just registered, you will already be logged into this spa list screen. Press on the X button to close the pop-up box. Tap the New Device bar. Press or slide your Apple Home button and navigate to your Apple Wi-Fi settings and locate the SV Wi-Fi network, which matches your spa control's serial number. Press on the SV network to connect to it. Note: no password is required to connect. Wait for a moment to ensure the SV network is connected properly. Note: if no SV network is found, repeat steps to place your spa in hot mode. If still unsuccessful, follow troubleshooting steps. Tap Setup bar once, only to begin a Wi-Fi scan and display a list of nearby wireless networks detected. Note: wait for the scan to complete before pressing anything else. Select the wireless network to connect your spa to, ensuring the signal strength is -70 decibels or better. Or press the refresh arrow in the top right to perform another Wi-Fi scan. Enter your router password to access your home wireless network. Note: take care, the app cannot check the password. It relies on correct entry. Press on the X button to close the pop-up box and then press or slide your Apple Home button and navigate to your Apple Wi-Fi settings. You have now confirmed the SSID and password for the Wi-Fi network that the spa will connect to. The SV network should have disappeared and your phone should have reconnected to your home network. If not, wait for a moment, then manually connect to your home network. Navigate back to app and then enter a name for your spa and press on Register to complete the setup process. Note: the name can be changed after setup if desired. The spa now shows as online. The Wi-Fi signal strength is displayed and spa name can be changed using the edit pencil. Press on the spa name to log in to the spa. The Smartlink module is now connecting to your router and preparing to come online. The spa will show offline at this point. It may take 2 to 5 minutes for initial connection. Press refresh arrow to recheck status. To check your actual Wi-Fi signal strength, press on the Wi-Fi bar graph icon. The signal strength is displayed in decibels with a timestamp of when that signal strength was taken. The signal will be updated every 5 to 10 minutes. I'll give you a basic introduction to using the Smartstream keypad. Moving in a clockwise direction, we'll start with the power on and off button. You press and hold this button for 4 seconds to turn keypad on or off. The volume up button. This also doubles as the adjustment up button. Below we have the volume down button. This also doubles as the adjustment down button. Then we have the play and pause button, the mute button. We then have the mode audio source select button, which also adjusts Bluetooth. And just below there is the Bluetooth indicator LED. When the light is steady, this means Bluetooth is connected. When the light is flashing, Bluetooth is waiting for connection. And when the light is off, a source other than Bluetooth is connected. We then have the skip track and next button and the skip track and previous button. And finally, the smaller buttons with numbers from 1 to 3 indicate the auxiliary audio input source indicator LEDs. There are a few types of key press operations. Some functions require a single key press, while others require you to hold and tap the button. Please refer to the Smartstream user manual for more details. The Vortex app allows you to control and monitor a selection of spa settings such as temperature, jets, and holiday mode while you're away from the keypad and even while you're away from home. It is a free downloadable app for your smart device. Watch this video for an overview of the Vortex app to help you work out if it could be a handy tool for you. If you like the sound of the Vortex app and want to learn how to download, connect it to Smartlink and all the key functions, watch this video here. The SpaLink app is similar to the Vortex app and allows you to control and monitor your spa remotely. However, it does offer full rather than select access to your spa's control settings. This includes being able to control filtration settings and receive push notifications for spa maintenance updates. Once you have turned the lights on and picked a colour at the spa keypad or activated the app on your smart device, you will notice that the following features illuminate: the laminar jets, drink holders, water diverter, air venturi, perimeter lighting on selected models, and the jets on selected models. On the outside, there are 2 lights that will illuminate the steps, which makes getting in and out of your spa much safer. This is the health badge, and it lights up red when there is an issue with the spa or it has not reached the set point temperature. Just below is the UV system indicator. It shines green when the UV system is okay and the circulation pump is running. The light will shine red if the UV system needs attention. If the light is not on, it simply means that the UV unit is switched off. As a guide, spa water should be changed every 3 to 6 months for portable spas and 12 to 18 months for swim spas, or as needed, depending on factors including the number of spa users and hygiene. Pleated filters should be replaced every 12 to 18 months. Micron filters found in Vortex and Jacuzzi spas cannot be cleaned and must be replaced at least every 3 months. Drain your spa by following the draining procedure in your user manual. First of all, remove the filters. Add pipe degreaser to your spa. Pipe degreaser cleans out internal plumbing to reduce chemical use. It's also a great way to degrease the acrylic. Please follow the instructions on the back of the container. To drain your spa, power must be disconnected at the circuit breaker. You will be able to locate the drain at the bottom end of the spa cabinet. Please refer to the specification sheet for your spa to work out the exact location of the drain valve. Please note, check with your council on the best location to dispose of your spa water. We recommend that you do not add spa chemicals to the water at least 24 to 48 hours before draining your spa. This means that there will be less chemical residue in the water. The first step in preparing your spa for draining is to give the cap a slight twist and then to pull out about midway. We will now remove this cap and replace it with the hose nozzle until it is hand tight. Now we will attach our hose to the hose nozzle. To activate the draining process, give the valve a quarter turn and fully extend to the open position. Be sure to rinse and wipe down surfaces. When your spa is not in use, ensure that your spa cover remains on the spa shell. Prolonged exposure to sunlight is not covered under the spa shell warranty. Restart by following the start guide in your user manual. SV Spa controllers feature self-diagnostics and scrolling error messages to quickly troubleshoot possible problems. Should the spa control encounter a problem, the error code or message will scroll across the topside panel screen until the problem is resolved. If you experience an error, all spa functions are shut down and the spa should not be used until the error condition has been resolved. I will talk you through a few examples of error code problems, causes, and possible solutions that you can go back and reference if needed. Error 3, water prime. Problem: water prime failed. Air detected in heater tube. Cause: airlock in pipework, low water level, dirty filter cartridges. Solutions: press pump A button to retry water prime. Check spa water level and refill if necessary. Remove filter cartridges and press pump A button to retry prime. Bleed airlock from pipework by slightly loosening couplings on front of filtration pump. Or remove filter cartridges and flush water down the pipework with a hose. Error 4, thermal trip. Problem: heater thermal trip activated. The heater has been active and has had insufficient water flow over the element. Low or no water flow has caused the heater temperature to exceed its maximum limits, and the spa control has shut down operation to prevent any damage to the heater unit. Cause: low water level, airlock in pipework, closed shut-off valves, dirty filter cartridges, or filtration pump failed. Solutions: turn mains power off and wait 10 to 15 minutes for the element to cool and the thermal cutout device to reset. Then turn the power back on, check spa water level, refill if necessary. Remove filters and clean as per manufacturer's recommendations, or replace cartridges if required. Check under spa cabinet to ensure all shut-off valves are in the open position. Bleed airlock from pipework by slightly loosening couplings on the front of the filtration pump, or by removing filters and flushing water down pipework with a hose. Please contact Spa World with any other error codes. This wraps up everything you need to know to get yourself up and running with your new Vortex Spa. You should have a much clearer idea of the necessary steps to take from the moment your spa lands on its foundation, filling it for the first time, to maintenance you need to carry out at varying frequencies. If you do need to go back and refresh yourself on a particular part, you will find that this video has been sectioned into chapters. You can also head to our Spa and Swim Spa channel to view this video. It's here where you can also check out our library of useful videos. Contact us online using the live chat on our website. You can also visit your nearest showroom and have a chat to our team members who will be really happy to help you out.